Hey everybody, Steve Gamache here, and we have another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review for you. This time we are looking at the Moritaka Aogami Super AS Deba 150mm knife. So these knives are used for fish processing, and they're known to have very thick, stiff, blades to them, so the spine's quite thick. What's cool about this line is they're double bevel, which is a bit unusual. That means they're ambidextrous. Lefties or righties can use them. I like that because I'm a lefty. Normally, often these knives are single bevel style or right hand oriented only. So you get the double bevel design here, which is pretty neat. These have a core cutting edge steel of Aogami Blue Paper Super reactive high carbon steel. Moritaka takes these pretty high. They take them to 64, 65 Rockwell, the upper range of that steel. That's going to give you excellent edge retention at a little bit of a trade-off for edge brittleness, so they can chip a little bit more easy if you're not careful. I'd say the out-of-the-box edge was a good 6 out of 10 on these, but if you do experience chipping, if you just want to use it out of the box, then I would suggest run it through a sharpening progression. Put some fresh steel at that edge, and a lot of times, or very often, users will find that makes the edge a bit more resilient, and so definitely try that if you're having any issues. But it is very hard steel, so just keep that in mind. Yet the cool thing about Aogami Super is it's still relatively easy to sharpen with good stones and gives you great edge retention. So weight and dimensions on these will vary a little bit. This particular one, I guess I didn't cover that. So this has, my apologies, iron reactive soft iron cladding on either side of that hard core steel for that 3-layer construction. That, again, the cladding is reactive, the core steel is reactive, so it's an all-reactive blade. And they put what's called the KU or Kudauchi blacksmith protective finish on both sides. Moritaka is not recognized for being the most durable KU finish, so this may wear off a bit more quickly than you might be used to if you have other knives with KU finishes on there. It's just the way they do things. If that's still that way, it used to be that way. But nothing to be concerned with. It'll just start getting a patina where that does wear away. Not a big deal. It gives it some character over time. And the weight and dimensions on these can vary a bit. This particular one is 187 grams or 6.6 ounces. The edge length is right about 150 on the money or 5.9 inches. Overall length about 290 millimeters. As we said, these have thick, stout blades, and so the spine is about 6.8 millimeters, and then halfway down at the back. Then halfway down I measured about 5.3, and it just kind of gets a little, it does have a distal taper. Not like a super skinny high performance laser, but does have a taper, and then you can see the grind and where that comes to a point. Here's the choil shot. You can definitely see the double bevel grind on it for sure. Easy to see here. Blade height is usually pretty tall for this style, and this is no exception. 49 millimeters at the heel. The handles are lightweight. This is a octagonal ambidextrous hoe wood or magnolia wood with a buffalo horn ferrule. Nicely done handles. Take a good close look to make sure that you've got a good seal around there. If you got any gaps there where the tangle's in, go ahead and get some sealant and put it on there. They do put a stainless tang on these to help durability inside that handle if you get moisture in there, but I'd still seal it up really nicely. That's where the color changes here. So one of the cool things that Moritaka does is they weld a stainless steel tang that goes inside the handle onto the blades. So that helps with longevity and maintenance. So nice feature that they do. Let's see, let's talk about the out-of-the-box edge. So let's get our beauty shot here. There we go. That should do. Kind of show all the facets there. So let's take a look at the right or the left side of the blade as you're holding it. You've got a bit of texture to it. You've got some embossed kanji, and you can see that they've got kind of finish marks running this way. There's your cladding being ground down. There's your core steel peeking through. Here's the left side of the blade. Everyone's going to be slightly unique, but they've got this interesting horizontal texture on them. And again, pretty thick at the spine. I'm not going to bother with a cutting board video because you don't do that on these, but let's see. I don't think I covered balance point. So you do have a nice spot there for a pinch grip. You got a little bit of an extended neck on these, and so that works great for a pinch grip. Balance point, of course, is going to be a little forward because of the light handle. Not as critical on this type of knife, but if you look there, that's pretty close to a pinch for me, so pretty neutral on this, depending on how you're going to use it. But these are really cool knives. The steel is awesome, very well crafted, nice straight blades, good grinds. So this is the Moritaka Algami Super Deba 150mm knife.